Learned a lot in 2020. I think a lot of us did. Really, I guess the two things that stick out to me most are the importance of vision and action, right? So right out the gate with COVID, right, like this crisis made that vision thing super clear, right? Like there's a clear need, people don't have PPE, like, okay, how can we mobilize to make PPE? All right. And so we were able to move really quickly because there's a clear vision, right, and a clear need. And that felt amazing, right? It's like, oh yeah, like that's why I wanted to run a small business, like to be relevant, to do good work, and to like make money for the people who are involved, right? But the other part of our business, right, like the membership, the co-working, the shared office, is like so much about how you generally make those products or create things in general is collaborative, and you're with people and you're kind of in the same room and you're like shoulder to shoulder with them. And it's like, all right, well, we can't do that. And there isn't the same kind of rhythm that there was before. In that, without that vision or clarity, or like this is that specific problem that we're trying to solve or that project that we're trying to go after, while everyone is just kind of in this, I think, climate of anxiety and uncertainty, like no one really wanted to do anything. So we became, or I certainly felt in hindsight, like a solution without a problem. And that is like a feeling that I don't know how to directly communicate it, but the closest I can say is kind of like walking around the wilderness, right? Or like being in the woods and all of a sudden realizing like you don't know where you are or why. And that thought, I think, can initially create kind of two responses, right? Like you're not sure if you should speed up and run around and like figure out where you are, and like, or should you slow down and like look at the trees and be like, what kind of tree is this? Where am I? Or something like that, right? Like speed up or slow down is that main point. And I think internally, like we are wired to do both. And there is this like fight, there's no little kind of clear answer. And that was a real challenge for me as a small business. And so I think what I've taken away from 2020 is the like, hey, what does that feeling feel like? Can you like be self-aware and identify like, ooh, okay, that's what I'm feeling, that's why. And instead of speeding up and kind of running around in a frenzy, like from my experience, the answer has pretty much always been slow down, look at the trees or whatever else is around so that you can see what opportunities are there, what resources are available. Because kind of regardless of the problem, I think it's way less of a question of capability or, technical ability, and more it's a question of vision on the like, can you see all those pieces, right? Can you, sure there are needs and there are problems, but if you look around, there's probably also a resource, right? So can you connect those? And are you the piece that connects them? And for me, that's what being in a small business is all about, right? And is to be this like small, nimble thing that can recognize what those needs are, recognize what resources or capabilities we have, and then position yourself in a way to like fulfill that.